Good morning, it's Wednesday the 6th of August. I hope this video finds you well. So yesterday I did a very quick video on religion, but due to what's happening in the world, I had a little look on the paper, and then there was an article about, race and religion and all sorts, and I thought, oh, I better not read on that right now. Maybe it's not the right time. So I took it off, but basically the outcome was hangman. So we're going to see things from a new perspective. We're going to be enlightened. Interesting. That could be all sorts. That could even be Nasara Jasara as well. And we just see things differently. And then also I did have justice, by the way. So I think that we're going to see why all of this has happened. And I think we're going to look at the people who have been controlling us for a very long time. I think it's going to link back to that as well. So hope that kind of made a bit of sense. I find that's the most interesting part, that with the violence and the protesters, I don't agree with the violence, and I certainly don't agree with innocent people getting hurt. So I don't see why I can't read on it, as long as I'm not part of that. And I think people need to understand the reason I read on this stuff is because I'm interested in the Great Reset, the Great Awakening, and it's part of it. It's how we've been controlled. Agenda 2030, Agenda 21. This is why I read on it. Nothing to do with that. I could totally get why people are angry, but violence and what they're doing, hurting innocent people, is just not on. But moving on from that for a minute, I have been glancing at the newspapers, and I can't help feel, but a lot of this feels like COVID did to me. In the early stages of COVID, I believed it for about 2 to 3 weeks, but it felt wrong, okay? I remember looking at the papers when I used to read them regularly, and every day it was like, COVID, COVID. Yet the borders were all open, they were bringing coachloads of people over here, and everything was still going on as normal, but every day, massive headlines to, stoke people's anxieties. Now, you shut the borders anyway, so you might as well shut the borders. And I remember saying, I feel like they almost want it to happen. They almost were creating it, the media creating this, because you could have stopped this, but you're almost, fueling it up in a way. It was almost like they wanted this to happen, not people to get hurt and injured or all those things, but like to create the hysteria in a way. And this feels like the same thing. Every day I've had a glance at the papers, it's like boom, headline. And let's be honest here, while the violence is horrible where it is, I don't have any violence where I live, nor do my friends. There's 70 odd million people that live in the UK, if you're not from the UK. So this might be, say 8 areas, okay? Say you've got 30 people in one area being violent, 50 people in another. You can round them up easy. So what I'm saying is, it feels like it's another thing building. It just makes me think, has there been a few crisis actors in this as well? I can't help but wonder, because I know that happened in America. I've seen the footage. I'm not saying that these people are crisis actors. What I'm saying is there may have been 1 or 2 people and then everyone's jumped on it. But situations may be, how do I say it? Just, I have to be careful with my words, but just to do with the protests, I wonder if I don't know, it just makes me wonder. It just doesn't, my intuition says something's wrong. Something's just off. And I bet you feel the same way, because I had a few people make comments of what they've seen as well. And it's when you see these things, it's like, huh? Cars moved into strategic positions, things like that. Anyway, so I've said my bit. It feels like that. And I'm not saying it's a good thing to have violence. I think it's actually awful, and it saddens me, really. Poor innocent people just trying to go to the shops and buy a flipping loaf of bread. It's terrible. It's really awful. However, I will go back to the trouble is, the people are being blamed, but actually nobody's looking at who arranged all of this. It wasn't the people. Hello, if you should be angry with anyone, you should be angry at the people who arranged it. I'm not saying be violent either, but you know, you can be passionately angry sitting at home thinking, ugh, I'm annoyed, you know, without acting on any violence. But they're not the people who stoked all of this, okay? But they obviously knew by doing everything they've done, giving, you know, and not looking after their own people at the same time who have lived here all their lives, and then taking away from the pensioners, you have to understand people's tempers are going to fray. And I have looked at the comments, and in every single top comment, everybody's saying, we don't agree with the violence, but you haven't been listening to the people. I can't help but feel like Starmer has been put into centre stage to bring down the government. It's now exposing the police as a two-tier police system. I'm only going off what I've just seen in the newspaper by Elon Musk. Then somebody said, oh, is that a good way then to bring in the digital ID? Now that's really interesting, because yesterday my friend told me, she sent me an article and it said that, where is it? It's not near her. Plymouth? Is it Plymouth? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is. And basically the shops were shutting early because of protests, sending people home early. Oh, here we go. Right, so they're going to lock us down. And then my cousin said to me today, oh, she sent me an article where someone on Twitter had said, yeah, they're going to bring in digital ID. Aha, that makes sense, because for credit cards, I had a strategy for August and not for the good. Yeah, got it. So I can't help. It's a long-winded way of saying it all, and you probably twigged all this yourself, I bet you, and more. Because when I read on all this, I never really know. I've not really known in the last 5 years how it's going to go. I knew there'd be a tower. I knew the banks would go down because all the cards were saying that. But I never really knew how the end of the movie would go. I thought Mr. T would just come back. But then I realised recently, I thought, there's no way it's going to be so simple. It's not going to be like that. But I think it's going to be more like this now. So, long-winded introduction. So I'm going to break it down now. So it would make sense, wouldn't it? Lock us down, make us think we're all getting the digital ID, and then it changes, and they say, hey, you've been locked down because so-and-so. Now we want to tell you everything that's been going on in the world. I just wonder. So I try and do short videos, but then I have so many different parts to the question that it ends up being a lot longer. But I will make this my last one. If you get locked down, you get locked down. But we need to know if it's for the good. Basically, if you're still in lockdown after a month, the good guys aren't behind it, put it like that. Right, first question. Are there any crisis actors involved in what's going on at the moment in the UK with the protesters? I mean, have any situations that have happened, maybe moving cars into certain strategic places, is it anything to do with sort of crisis actors or scenarios being set up? Possibly. Okay, I'll see what I get. I don't know if I'm asking it the right way. I think the idea was to bring this to a conclusion. The idea is, and that may be what it's trying to say, is a setup. Not all of it set up, if you know what I mean, but the whole thing, like, could be leading to this moment over the last 5 years. This is to change everything. Because I thought about it and I thought, how do you change it? Well, if you do something like this, the government could change, the police could change. How do you change it? I've always had that it will change. But how? So that's a long, slow change. So something has happened to make this long, slow change. So there could be actors involved along the way, if you know what I mean. You could have celebrities acting in the movie as well, if you know what I mean. Yes, I thought so. Yes, it's been planned. Yes, I got yes as a first card down. They've been waiting. Wow, he feels like he's sowing the seeds. So in a way, I would say plotting, digging, plotting, planning. Look at this. First card down is a yes. I'm so glad I asked this question now. Now, it could be that they did it because they knew this would be a path of enlightenment. This would be a path. Remember, for the summer, I had Hermit, which is showing you the path we've been on. It's like enlightenment and wisdom. So your eyes are going to get opened in the summer. So to me, this is how they do it. They have created certain situations or used some crisis actors here and there. They have because they knew that people would this could be almost like marching. They knew people would stand up and take action. They knew that. If they fired them up enough, this could be firing them up enough, they knew they would take action. They waited, they knew, and they let it build. So yeah, there are people involved in this. Oh, it gets quite interesting. Queen of Pentacles. My friend had that in the outcome of her reading the other day, which I'm going to put on the community page. And by the way, if I get removed, I am on Rumble, okay? So if I just vanish, you know why. It's happened again. So I'm just going to put out the videos, and if I get thrown off, I get thrown off, but you know where to find me. It's the same name. I think it's all together in one word, Tarot Tales UK on Rumble. I'll back everything up there, just in case. Okay, so it's very interesting. It's Queen of Pentacles. She manifests what she wants. Makes you wonder. How do you bring in the end of the movie if you can't manifest what you need to bring in the end of the movie? Kill surprise. I'm really pleased to see that, because it shows you that when you think about your intuition, you have to trust it. Trust your intuition. It's there for a reason. That is really interesting, because I have 2 truth cards now. Justice, 2 justice and truth cards. So the Queen of Swords is about boundaries. So really pushing the boundaries, and which in a way what they have done, pushed the boundaries. But I think in order, they planted the seeds, pushed the boundaries for the truth to be in people's faces, which has made the situation where they've created this situation, which I guess they knew would happen. So interesting that, because the King of Swords is just about the truth, your words. So everything that people have read as well in the last few years, this has created and manifested this situation. But I feel like they knew that. They knew this would happen. And also, it could be that the whole situation was designed to make people maybe feel uncomfortable. Okay? See what I get for the crisis actors. But yeah, some of it's been strategically done and built. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, here we go. Whoops, everything's going wrong. Here we go. Oh my goodness, look at the card I got. I asked the crisis actors. And I got signs. No. There you go. So these time, that was on the bottom. These keyboard warriors on Twitter, very cleverly posting things around. Well spotted, because I mean I'm checking it here, but they're just using their intuition. So that's really clever on their part to be getting that. Better check I'm still recording. Oh yes, it's going to be a long video because I've only done the first question. Well, okay. Oh, hang on. 2 more questions, right. Okay, is this a way, are they planning this in a way so that they can bring in the digital ID, even if it's just temporary, to show us Agenda 21? Is this a strategy? Ooh. Hang on. Well, is it a strategy? Oh, it's going so well today. It's going so well. Well, it's very interesting because the first card I had... Yeah, sorry, I have to keep checking it's recording. But if you miss it, all this, you'd be disappointed. So I'm just going to keep checking. Make sure nothing interferes with it as it goes. Okay, it's interesting. The first card I had was Chases the Knowledge. So I do think they're going to. Well, it's being done on the sly because High Priestess is cloaked secretly. And, oh my goodness me, the Six of Cups is the past. Oh my goodness me. And look, oh, I have a celebration. Yes, bringing it together. And then I have another six here, Six of Pentacles. This could be something they've wanted for a very long time. And also this looks like he's handing in money. Let's do it our way. This is kind of what they really wanted in the past. And I think it goes back to the whole agenda, you see. And also the Fool is about taking a chance at the right time. So this could be the right time for them to show you their digital ID. You know, stay home, no more violence. Yeah, it could suddenly happen just out the blue, and it's very unexpected because I almost feel like as well you're never going to think this is going to happen because we all thought we were out of the woods, and literally he's out of the woods. We all thought we were out of the woods. I think secretly it's almost over, but I think they might just use this last opportunity to take a chance and do it. Oh yes, look. However, so this is like bringing out a new money system, okay? But I have a feeling, because these two cards are nice, I have a feeling what they're going to do is show you and say it's a digital ID, but secretly it's the new good reset. That's what I think they're going to do. And I think it's going to... I had it for August, but September changed. So I have a feeling that... Because actually, to be fair, these cards are quite nice, well aspected. So actually, just like when I did the stock exchange crashing, I think this is a complete and clever way to finish the movie. You think you're in Agenda 2030, and then they flip it. So actually, behind the scenes, this is an authentic currency coming in. That's how I feel. But I think they're going to take their chances and do this. Because it's a secret. The first card is a secret. So it's like secretly going to do it. And you're going to think, oh my goodness. So let the sleepers think that. It's brilliant. Actually, this movie got quite good in the end. You know when you think, oh, I'm going to walk out the movie, and then suddenly it gets good. Oh, recharge. 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 So I think, okay, I'm going with selfish. I think, first of all, they're going to think, oh, they're so selfish. They're going to bring in something that they want. And then I think it will be recharged or rechanged or... Rechanged, is that a word? Like, turned over. Like, turned over at the last minute. I think they're going to use it to their advantage. That's what I think. Love. Yes, you're going to love it in the end. You're going to love it. These are nice cards. This is a new money system, and that really works with my stock exchange reading. They go really well together. So I would be getting towers. I would be getting all sorts of cards if that was really going to come in for the bad reset. So that's really super duper good news. So yeah, it's a strong possibility they will try it on. Okay, two more actually. Gosh, that was between gosh and something else. I'm trying to read my notes. Think of the cards. It's not easy. Right. Is this a way for the police and the politicians to change? Because they're now, saying two-tier policing. Elon Musk said it, I didn't. And, looking at the politicians, I think they're deliberately throwing Keir Starmer under the bus. My feeling, is it a way to, I think they're going to all not step down, but I think it's a way we can have a big change. Maybe that's what the death card was telling me. This is how they change it, all of it. All of it, our country's not working, our country's broken. Considering our country's broken, our country's ruined, the world is a mess, nothing worked, we need a change. So remember, is this a way? Have they thrown Keir Starmer, whatever his name is. Told you I don't watch the news. Haven't for years. Didn't even know who he was. Didn't even know he was a politician. I had no idea. And it's the same with celebrities now as well. Sometimes, last night there was, what was it? Celebs Go Dating flashed up on the TV. Because I watch things that aren't really mainstream. Like I watch Alaska Wilderness. And I try to avoid any normal television. And Celeb Go Dating popped up, and I thought, who are they? I don't even recognise any of them because I don't follow anything like that anymore. And it's actually lovely not to follow any of that anymore. But yeah, I do still have a normal TV. So what was the question? Oh, have they thrown him under the bus? Is this a way? Oh, interesting, because I have the Queen of Swords again and the King of Swords. So this is about the truth and boundaries. I don't know, perhaps it's to show you the truth. Okay, and the Queen of Swords, she can be a bit mean. That maybe it's been a bit mean. I don't know, the policies. Because I can't help but think the Queen of Pentacles to me is like, as well, could be like the manifestos. I felt like that before when I was doing the politics. I felt like that was someone sitting in their seat, a politician in a way, because they manifest what they want with that card. The manifest and the truths, and being detached from the truth and not looking after the people. Because this is being patient and waiting and sowing the seeds. So perhaps, yes, it's sowing the seeds. The truth's coming out. The truth is brutal. This potentially could be military action. Step out because there's too much fighting. I think that's yet to come. This could be the beginning stages. We could be plunged into darkness. Because of all the fighting, and I also think that it will shine a light on what's been going on, really, I think, as well, actually. Yes, look at that. Yes. It's because it's all going to go back on them. So in a way, it could be to bring in a whole new way, something stronger, positive, more compassionate, kind, for the people. I think in the long run, not maybe necessarily right now, but I think in the long run, that's the objective. They're lovely cards. So, Just looking at my notes, sorry. Where is it? Okay, so from hardship, maybe we can build a much stronger system. And Ace of Wands is feeling inspired again to have something that's new and creative. Some different people perhaps sitting in their seats. So is it a way to change our current system by bringing all of, there you go, career, there you go, got it, career, jobs, new careers, energy to your new career, try something new. That's fantastic. I'm going to have to keep this one. I have to keep this one. Sometimes I keep them on my is it Google Drive? Google Drive, yeah, I keep them. Because I'm like, if I lose them, some of these are awesome and I want to keep them. Am I still recording? I have to check. Ah, yes, it's been fantastic reading. Right. Yes. Whoopee! It might not happen immediately though. Bear that in mind, because those strength could take a year. So it could take time. To maybe, it might start like that, but it could take time to actually change it completely. So bear in mind that I do think there's a strategy for the digital ID for August. Are they going to, right, because they're saying now that shops are going to shut 6 p.m, everybody's scared, even though there's not 1 ounce of violence where I live. No trouble whatsoever. Are they going to bring in a curfew? Are they going to lock us down? Because this is part of Agenda 2030. And then turn it around in the end and say, only joking. It was all a part of the movie. Let's see what I get. Now, like I said, you're not going to know if you get locked down. And how long that will go on, I don't know. Wouldn't it be great if you get locked down, you sit in front of the TV, and then the TV goes EBS. And then suddenly, like, you have been watching a movie. Wouldn't that be interesting if it went like that? So this is the last I'm going to read on this, because I've covered every element now, the best I can. It might not be 100% accurate, but hopefully I've got the gist. So, what was the question? Good job I wrote it down. Lockdown. Ooh. It's a decision that they may make. I think they would like it, very much so. Is their desire to make this decision. They would like this, very much so. And they may say, we're doing this as a favour for you because this could be risky. So basically, in order to defend yourself and keep yourself safe and afloat, maybe it's wise for you to stay home. He defends his position. So it could be that they make a choice that they then stand by and say, look, it's for your best. This is for your best interest, you see. Secrets again. Manifesting it. Well, what do you know? I have a secret card. I have a manifesting and communicating and movie. Magician could be part of the movie because he's a trickster. He could pull a trick out of his bag. So there you go. Are they going to pull a trick on you? Tell you it's to defend yourself, and you have a curfew because it's all getting out of hand. Okay, and it could even be with that card, it can be unique, a new unique way of doing it. Okay, oh my goodness me. It's definitely manifesting, yes, because of the trouble, and it's for your... Oh no, 5 of Swords, because of all the fighting, we want to keep you safe. And it's wow. Because people are fighting and it could be a bit dangerous on the streets in a way. It's for your best interest. So even though it may be a bit of hardship, it's for your best interest. Okay, yeah. Definitely feels like that. Definitely feels like that. Career fell out again. Try something new. Career. This time I'm not quite sure. So this is about locking us down. Careers, well, it could be talking about the shops. I've just had communicate. Career could be shopkeepers. Now, obviously, if this is going to manifest, okay, there you go. There's your lockdown. At night, just trying to tell you the moon is, first of all, it's an illusion, okay, and yeah, so okay, so I'm going to have to clarify that. Looks like they're going to try and manifest that for sure. I'm going to ask about myself, will I be locked down very soon, told by my government? No, not locked down, maybe like a curfew, and if so, will they then tell us it's for the good reset, or is it for the bad reset? Like, what's the plot behind it? Which, to me, it's manifesting. Okay, change. So this is to bring in a permanent change, which I had in the beginning. So it's a transition. It could be to... Sorry, I've got to think of which pack I want. I want this pack. A transition to change everything in order to... Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness, I have to keep this video. Is it still recording? Oh, it's so good. I have the Wheel of Fortune. Change is a change. Changeable. So they could change... Oh, look at this. Woohoo! So, I don't know why I'm celebrating. Whoa, look at this. I have a curfew. Woohoo! Can't wait. My curfew. Yippee! Woohoo! Well, it's going to shock people, isn't it? Oh, no! 3 major arcanas. As soon as I said that. As soon as I said it, they're going to lock us down. Oh, wow. Ta-da! Judgment Day. Oh, people, literally in that card, they're up in arms. People are going to be up in arms. They are not going to believe this. This is like the conclusion of a movie, isn't it? Oh, I can't believe it. I've got a lockdown card. I don't know why I'm screaming. Oh my goodness me. And that could be for a week. That could be for 4 weeks. He's locked down at home. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Now I get it. All along, I've had little pieces here and there. Wasn't quite sure. I thought the banks would bring it down. Then I thought Mr. T. Then I thought this. And now I think it's the whole flipping lot all at once. Big whole scenario. Well, well, well. Look at all the major arcanas I've had. Look. It brings it to a complete conclusion. This is it. This is the final part. I believe this is the final part of the movie because I have so many major arcanas around this lockdown card. Okay, and this is hidden as well. So hidden stuff. They're maybe not telling you everything. Look at that. I have... I'll bring this down a bit. Is it still recording? Yes, please. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcanas around this lockdown card. Now, major arcanas can take a year to go through. They could be short, but they're major events. They're major spiritual events. So they're very impactful. You won't get away from them. You'll know it's happened. So basically, this could be like a divorce. You know, you will know it's happened. It's a shock. Okay? So it changes your life in a way. It's not just, I don't know, something a bit more mundane. Okay, it's kind of life-changing in a way. So, you know, this could, for example, be a whole new marriage, a whole new relationship going forward. Like it's a big thing or a significant relationship. So I'm trying to explain to you, yeah, that's the world. So this situation, now this could be for the whole world now as well. Wouldn't surprise me if they're starting to kick off in other places. Kris said she thinks it's going to happen in America as well. So This is a huge, this is probably why when I did the reading on the government, why they had their election on the 4th of July, you can go back and look at it at Rumble, I basically had Judgment Day. And I believe that they didn't just get in just because they did. They got in because this was leading to Judgment Day. It was going to be very significant putting them in. It was a really important part of the movie. Okay, and that's why I believe you wouldn't just have Judgment Day for just change of politics. It's just the card doesn't fit. So what I'm saying is, this is all meant to happen. This was all a domino effect in a way, but it's all been planned. So to me, this is a completion. The world takes us to a new world. It changes everything. So after this lockdown, so it looks like the lockdown happens first, then our whole world changes. Actually almost makes my heart pound in a way, because we have been waiting for this for so long. And you look up the world, you can look up the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, Judgment. I mean, who gets Judgment, Tower and the world and a change in the same reading all in one go? Like, honestly, I can't believe it. I'm going to read you what I've got down here in my note for the world. Ooh, it's so exciting. I can't believe it. Okay, let me just tell you. They are big changes with more spiritual significance. They are majorly influential, have a lasting impact, and a karmic set and destiny. Whoa! And the world is the last card of the 21 major arcana. So it's a complete completion. And I'm going to read you my notes. These are my own notes, okay? It's a trophy card, so it's a win-win, okay? And something comes full circle, okay? A whole new level. And it's a new reality. You're going forward. Ending's completion. You never go back. It's like I said, like a whole new marriage, or something almost like it's just so different. It's another, like, a era of your life in a way. I hope that makes sense. That is so amazing. I don't even want to pull any more cards, but I'm going to pull one of these. I mean, I could. I don't want to spoil it. It's just so amazing. Wow. This lockdown, this could be it. This is when we find out the truth. Focus, clear direction. Okay. And then we're going to find out the clear direction, maybe of how things have been going, what's been planned, what's been going on. I wonder if we're going to be in front of our TVs. I've got goals on the back. Go after them. One more. It's kind of exciting. Makes your stomach flip. This could literally happen in August. The whole thing. Or I do think before November. That's maybe why when I read on the US election, I had the Two of Swords. So it's like almost like stalemate. Maybe something happened before then, and that doesn't happen. I'm going to pull two more. I hope they're as good. Oh, yes. I have Star, which is destiny. Trust destiny. Wow. This could be saying something we're unaware of, okay? Something we know, but we've been stuck in this narrative for a long time, or something we're unaware of, because the bigger picture is, in a way, destiny. And maybe everything's going to be exposed as well. Oh yeah, that could also be what it's saying. Everything that we knew or we thought we know is going about to be exposed. But this is like destiny. And so when this is meant to happen, all of this. So, I mean, unbelievable. This is just an amazing reading. And I'm sorry about my hands. The hotter it gets, the more my veins seem to appear even bigger. Anyway, sorry about that. It is hot in this room. Okay, or maybe my blood pressure's going a bit up. Well, it is free. You're lucky. Last one for the road, and I'm done. Super exciting. I've got nothing to read on now, or I have to think of something. One more for this lockdown. So how long will it be? A week? 2? Don't know. Oh, we've got to go with the flow. Or was it focus? Yeah, it was flow. Okay, you need more flexibility. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Flow. Could just be saying just go with the flow and don't worry about it. What have I got? Positive. A couple of deck. Positive. So don't worry about it. Yeah, I think what it's saying is don't think the worst. However it goes. Stick that like that. Pull one more for you. Proud. However it goes, don't think the worst. Don't get sucked into, oh, we're going into the bad reset. Don't get sucked into that, because the world is completion. There's no, there's nice cards all the way through, apart from the mini 4 lockdown card, but that's only a minor card as well. So yeah, I think this is a new era. How exciting. Have a great day. That was a super long video, but super cool. I loved it. 40 minutes. Wow. Have a great day. Bye now.